Guten Morgen, and welcome back to the Fritz Karltin. This is the Lincoln Memorial up on Sherman Hill that's outside of Laramie, Wyoming. And on today's episode, we're gonna start up the dreaded swamp cooler, trim some bushes where I get stung by a bee, prepare a breakdown of security deposit for Rory and his mom, and then the dreaded building of screens, and then also a special court date for Andrew and Nicole. So grab a nice tasty beverage, sit back and enjoy, and I'll see you at the end of the clip. It's that time of year again to get the dreaded swamp cooler rolling. That's the last leg, but let's see if we can get it going one more season. Nice rust and corrosion here. So let's see, take it up and just see if she works. Cool, we got the pump to work, so we got the trickle of water, and that's what it does. On the inside is it just trickles all that water onto those screens, and then the fan just sucks all the moisture out of the air. So we got that part beat. Hopefully the fan will turn and get rolling. So everything is good so far. Other side, the fan's working. I'm all stoked. Got a little float level there, so I gotta wait till the water fills up and make sure it shuts off before it goes off the tube. Check it out, I was out here trimming these bushes. See, I got like halfway done with this one. And there was a bee's nest behind me. I just got stung. So now I've been like spraying them with this home defense stuff. Here's their little hive right here. So man, I couldn't believe he stung me, but I'll keep spraying it and stuff. But that was my chore today, is to trim out these bushes. I got like almost done with that one, and that one I did last week. I was all trim and clean, and then I'll try to do this one next. As soon as I get rid of these bees, or try to get them to move out of there so I don't get stung again. So that's today's lesson in getting stung by a bee. Okay, here's the breakdown of security deposit going to Rory, and the eviction people from Lincoln Street. Here's all the total of all the destruction and damages, plus the eviction cost, security deposit, and then they can contact me in 5 days. Otherwise, I'm going to pursue legal action to collect the debt. Amount owed, $2,278.85. So at least I got that process out of the way, and we'll mail these out today, and then go from there. It's the 4th of July, and we're gonna barbecue later on today with the Mac Daddy. Got all the charcoal here for backup, so we're gonna go over to and do some painting over there on the baseboards and stuff like that. That's my other project right here, is doing the screen to pass the housing authority inspection. But I was able to accomplish trimming up all these trees, and then I got stung by the bee. So should be pretty good. I'm anticipating a pretty good barbecue today. Alright, made it. Last night I finished masking off all the rest of the baseboard, so now I can start painting on it. So get my little prep room all set up over in the one bedroom. Materials all over, but I will start to get underway with the painting. I cleaned up in the bathroom last night, got as far as I could, so start hitting this and see how production I can get before barbecue. Alright, it's time for the dreaded screen building. Gotta build 2 screens for the Section 8 housing authority because I failed the inspection, and that was my duty, is to build a couple screens. This is my least favorite project out of all of them because I take the time and build the screens and then people just rip them out just because they lose their keys, can't get in, and I figured that'd be the best way to get in is tear up the screens. So that's going to be screen number 1. I'm going to trim these bushes maybe later today if I get stung by another bee. And then screen number 2. So I'll put that together. Oh, there's a bee right there. There's got to be a nest around here somewhere. Just be aware. Check it out, my big court day today. So I got my nice court clothes on, and I'm ready to go, as promised. Clean cut haircut, nice threads. So we'll see what happens. Not guilty, Your Honor, except for I'm the plaintiff today. Okay, here we are at the Arapahoe Plaza, the courthouse, where I had a couple tenants back in December of 2009 that had abandoned my triplex, the south wing, and Andrew and Nicole decided not to pay. They ended up owing me $3,069.80, and so I took them to court. They didn't show up. I got the judgment against them. I served the pattern of interrogatories, and they did not respond, so I issued a citation to the court of contempt, and today we're here to go to the hearing to see if they show up. If they do not show up, then they will issue a bench warrant for their arrest, and then we'll get some answers to seeing where my judgment is and see how I can collect the debt. So that's half the battle, but it's the long process. You figure they left, I think I got the judgment of April 19th in 2010, and today's date is March 28th, 2012. So it's been 2 years of like chasing them down and moving around and doing all the correct filing for the court system with the process server, making sure both of them were served to know that they were here. It had to be like 20 days before today's court date. So there's all kind of rules and stuff, but now it's getting down to the nitty-gritty, and I'll let you know how things go once I get out of the courtroom later on this morning. So stay tuned. This is getting good. Alright, the continuing saga of Andrew and Nicole. I guess they missed the court date. It was at 8:15, and so the judge was going to issue a bench warrant for their arrest, but they showed up at 9:30, and so now they want to set like another hearing or whatever, and I called the courthouse to try to get a hold of them and set up another date for their pattern of interrogatory. So the saga continues. Stay tuned. Alright, I hope you enjoyed tonight's clip of me going around the properties and going to court in my fancy men's warehouse suit. We're up here on Sherman. It's a mountain pass outside of Laramie, Wyoming. I hope you continue to enjoy watching the Fritz Carltons, and drive safe, and auf Wiedersehen from the Fritz Carlton.